Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri As.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Prabhu.
Yes, give me a minute. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Om Sarvagurubhyo Namaha. Neelatungastanagiri Rubdamudbhoti Krishnam Parartyam Swam Sudhisarasarasiddhamadhyapayante Sojishthayam Srajinigalitam Yabhalat Kritya Bhunte Godhadhasyai Namayidhamidham Bhuyaye Vastu Bhuyaha Annavayal Puduvai Andal அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இசையால் பாடி கொடுத்தார் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடி கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடி கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வலையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவருக்கென்ன விதி என்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. Before we get started with today's Pasharam, I just want to apologize of my inability to able to restrict the class within 1 hour, which I'm fully aware. Kindly excuse me. I know that you have other things to take care during the daytime, but the challenge is on me for not able to finish it in 1 hour. Kindly tolerate. But as I said, if you have other things to take care, feel free to drop whenever you want to drop. And my only request is kindly catch up. The recordings are there, kindly catch up so you can get the flow of this one. So another reason is that I don't know when I'll get another opportunity to speak on this wonderful, beautiful Tiruppavai. So I'm trying to do as much as I could, but that doesn't mean to say that in these lectures, it covers everything. Tiruppavai is an ocean. What we are trying to do, or we are attempting to do, is just stand on the seashore of this big ocean and touch and feel few drops of this great ocean. So this is not the entire thing that of Tiruppavai. There's lot and lot more meanings, commentaries that acharyas have given. We are just touching the surface of the ocean. That's all. In today's Pasram is another beautiful, wonderful Pasram, and at the 10th Pasram in our sequence, it is the 5th Gopi that Gopika that Andal and Party is going to wake up. And this girl is so very famous and very special. Of course, every Gopikas, every devotee is very special. Everyone has some unique speciality in them. So not to say that only some people, selected people are special. Everyone has something special in them. It is just matter of identifying what is the speciality, what is the special things, what is good about that devotee, that Krishna has empowered that devotee to do certain services or certain things. So everyone is great, but this particular Gopika is so very famous and very special because Krishna himself is very obedient to her. And in front of her, he doesn't do any mischievous act. She is the one who controls her. And Krishna spends a lot of time with her. One of the reasons he could spend a lot of time with her is because their doors, the houses next to each other. Krishna's house and this girl's house are next to each other. It's like a one wall in between them. That's all. So this girl that we're going to see today is much deeper in a sleep than the one we saw yesterday, the previous girl, then that one, this is much more deeper. And when we say that much more deeper sleep, the right term, technical and philosophical term is Nirvyaparam. Nirvyaparam. Vyaparam means to do a business, to do an act. Nirvyaparam means there's no activity, there's no business. She doesn't do anything. Nirvyaparam. So those who are surrendered, who perform Sharanagati, Prapati, get into a mood of inaction. Inaction means they will not do anything. That is the mood that this girl is in, because the Lord is ready to give himself, and he can take care of everything that what needs to be taken care in our life. So he gives that because of the relationship that this devotee has with him. Not that he gives it to anyone and everyone. If you have a relationship, you go to a shop, and the shopkeeper, as you're buying some things there, and then the shopkeeper may give, hey, take this one also, I give it for you, a sweet box. Why? Because you are going regularly to that shop, and you have a relationship with that person, and that person out of the relationship, he just gives an extra, or he gives a discount, he gives a sweet box and things like that. That's a relationship must be existing. Therefore, the Lord, for the one who is surrendered out of relationship, he is going to take care of everything. Therefore, I don't need to do anything in my life after I surrender. The Lord has the Shakti. He has the power. He has the strength. He has the compassion, Karuna. Shakti and Karuna. With this Shakti and Karuna, he can give me moksha. Again, I'm repeating, moksha is not that one we want to become merged with the Lord, the Brahman. Moksha is to attain the Lord at his lotus feet, so we can all engage in his eternal service. That is the Vaishnava way of thinking what moksha is. But even though the Lord has Shakti, Lord has Karuna, yes, all these things, as I said just now, a minute back, an important aspect is have that connection with the Lord. That is a relationship. I should have a relationship with Krishna, and Krishna should feel that relationship with me. If we don't have the connection, if we don't have the relation, we cannot get what we want, and Krishna will not give what he wants to give to us. So there are three aspects we should remember: Shakti, Karuna, and then Sambandha, relationship. If any of the one is missing, then we can't attain what we want to attain. When the Lord agrees and ready to give, then we feel I like. I mean, if we feel that I got to do something, that means we are not really having that faith in God, that we don't have the faith in Krishna. The Lord agreed to give me moksha. If we keep going to him, asking again and again and again and again and again, that please, my Lord, deliver me. Please, my Lord, give me moksha. It's just maybe an annoying factor for Krishna. Because why? We surrendering means one side, of course, the surrendering can be done for anything. Draupadi surrendered for sari. Gajendra surrendered for his life. So anyone can surrender for anything. Vishnu surrendered for the service, eternal service. Everyone can surrender for various reasons. But when we surrender for Krishna, Krishna, I only want you. Please deliver me from this world. I want your service eternally in the spiritual world. Then that one time surrender is good enough. And we don't need to go and ask him again and again and again and again. This world is full of changes. We know that this world is full of changes. Things keeps changing constantly. But even though this world is full of changes, we have so much faith in this world, hoping that this world is going to give me something nice and benefit. If not today, coming new year, 2025, I'm going to have better life, because I have hope in something that's going to change. We are having so much hope on the material world, but the material world is constantly changing. But do we have a similar faith in the Lord Krishna, who never changes? When the thing I just remember is that when I joined my company years back, 20 years back, then they said that I got to come to the St. Louis office, downtown office. And then you got to come 3 days a week. And rest of the days, hybrid, you can just work wherever you want. And then I took up the job thinking that I'm going to go to St. Louis office. I'm going to work for 3 days. I think I have this benefit, I have that benefit. And then guess what? 2020, whatever the year, 2024 now, they changed the policy. The policy is now, no, you don't no more have to work from St. Louis. You got to move to Dallas. or you got to move to this place. No, 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 no. You can't work for 3 days. You got to come to work for 5 days a week. Oh, well, I trusted you. I took up a job thinking that you're going to be here. I'm going to be like this, like this. Then you change the policy. That is how the world is. The world keeps changing. We trust on something. Within few days, the whole program changes. But what about Krishna? That Krishna said, well, I told you that Sarva Dharman Parityaja in that yuga, but now I think I'm going to change my program. You just do whatever you want. I don't think I'm going to give you moksha. Does Krishna ever comes and tells, I change my program, I change my policy? But look at our mentality. We have so much faith in the employer. We have same in the government. We have so much faith in other things, but less faith we have on Krishna, who never changes, never changes. So we must have faith that Krishna will save us. Krishna will take care of us. And what we have to do? Nothing. And this nothing is called Nirvyaparam. Nirvyaparam is I will do nothing. It's because that is not my responsibility to do anything. It's Krishna's responsibility to take care, and I've surrendered to Krishna. It is now the thing is handed over to him. Let him give whenever he wants to give me moksha. Let him do whatever he wants in the duration of time until he gives moksha. I am surrendered to him. Why I became inactive or get into the mode of nirvyaparam? Because I don't have the strength or the shakti to do certain things. I cannot do things to attain the goal that I want in my life. I'm talking about the spiritual goals here, not the material. So even if you take the material goals, for example, if I want to find a job for a job, then I couldn't find myself, and someone is telling, "Don't worry, I'll give you a job. I'll give you a job." Then what should I do? Once a person says, "I'll give you a job," then we don't start looking for another jobs. Maybe he may do or he may not do. I'm not sure about that person. So if I'm that person, why are you worried? I told you I'm going to give you a job. You don't do anything. You don't need to go and find another job, put your resume in here and there and all those different things. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to give you a job, right? But that faith we have. Similarly, when Krishna said, I'm going to take care of you, then what should I do is I don't put an effort to do anything to means to do to attain Krishna. Krishna is going to take care of me. Why so? Because I don't have, first of all, I don't have the strength. I don't have the skills. I don't have the Shakti. Therefore, I become inactive. When Krishna himself agreed to do that for me, then there's no point. There's nothing that I really need to do. In that sense, also, I become inactive. If I try to do anything after Krishna is telling Ma Suchaha, then that means I don't have faith in Krishna's word. Here, inaction means in this, when what we are seeing in the past four, or this is the fifth pastram, is all about sleep. Right? Every first Gopi was sleeping, second one was sleeping, third one was sleeping, fourth one was sleeping a lot, and then the fifth one is sleeping deeper. She's having much more deeper sleep than the previous four girls, especially the fourth one. At least the first three were pretending like sleeping. The fourth one are sleeping, but then fifth one in the deepest sleep compared to the previous ones. The sleep here means inaction, nirvyaparam. That is what we're being told in this all this thing. The deeper meaning of this one, nirvyaparam, not sleep, not the doesn't mean that the sleep is okay. Let's go and sleep now. That is not what it means. Not that now that I'm surrendered to Krishna, I have nothing to do by myself. I'm completely depending on Krishna. The Lord has assured that He will deliver me, so I have nothing to do. I become inactive, nirvyaparam. That inactiveness in this context is called sleep. What are the sleep we are talking about? Becoming completely dependent on Krishna and not putting an effort to save ourselves, not finding a means to attain Him through different means. I'm not doing any of those things. And that state of consciousness is called sleep. And that is called nirvyaparam. That is called inactive. And now this girl is in such a deeper consciousness of inactiveness. She's inactive. Now, one may ask this question, well, if this girl is in a deeper sleep, or she's in such a She's such a surrendered soul. She's completely depending on Krishna. What about those girls who are standing outside? Are they not devotees? Are they? They seem to be not understanding what's going on with the other girls. No question about it. They also have faith. Andal and all those girls who are standing outside, 499,993, 499,993 plus one is Andal. So it's 499,994 in together altogether. Don't they have faith in this thing? Like the girl who's sleeping inside? No, they have faith. They completely have faith. They also say, no, I agree, whatever that girl is inside, but tell me something. That Lord has all the power within him. Yes or no? Yes, the Lord has a complete power. He doesn't lack anything. Does the Lord loves me? Of course, he loves every living entities. Every living entity is the Lord love. He doesn't say, I don't like you. I only like Indians. I only like Brahmanas. I only like so on. He loves everyone. And especially he loves those who are devoted to him. Therefore, yes, even Krishna loves the girl who's sleeping inside. And Krishna loves those who are outside at 499,994 gopis. He also loves them. No doubt about it. Now, all these years, Anadikala, is he not trying to somehow or the other get me back, redeem, or help me to take me back? Answer is yes. Krishna is still trying to get us back to his place. So, now the question that Andal is asking is, so am I going to become perfect tomorrow or next year or my next lifetime? Am I going to be perfectly Krishna consciousness? I'm going to completely become pure devotee? Answer is never I will. Never I will. Andal is telling this one. It's like a conversation happening between in and out. So as an introduction to this pasaram, I will never going to, I may improve a little bit, but am I going to become a perfect, unalloyed devotee? Am I going to be a super devotee? If not today, in next lifetime, after 10 lifetime, it's questionable. We all know it's a questionable. Okay, is the Lord going to become perfect tomorrow? That is not perfect today. Is he going to perfect himself to be perfect tomorrow so he can give me moksha? Only two things are needed here, right? One, to attain moksha, two things. One, I should be perfect. Second, the Lord should be perfect to give moksha. To attain moksha, I should be perfect. To give moksha, the Lord should be perfect. The question is, first question is, am I going to be perfect anytime? Answer is, we all know. It is a questionable thing. We are going to be perfect this lifetime, next lifetime, 100 lifetime after. We don't know. It is a big process. We may not know. It's very difficult. We are depending on our own strength to perfect ourselves. Okay. The second thing is the Lord going to become perfect tomorrow, which is not today? Well, that's a wrong question to ask. The Lord is always perfect. He's always good. He's full of compassion. He's full of Shakti. Nothing is going to change in him. Nothing is going to change in me. Now the question is, then what is the delay? It is very clear. He is not going to change. I'm not going to change my behavior, my whatever I am. So where is the delay? Why is he delaying his mercy upon me? Now, to make it much more clear to understand this one, let's take the employment situation where I need a job. I need a job. I desperately need a job at this time, right? So case one, what's the case one? The company has an opening. The company has an opening. I submit my resume and I got a response back. You're rejected because you don't have the skills that we are looking for. Maybe you can gain the skill and reapply in a month, then we can consider your case. Case one. Case two, I have the skills. Then I go and submit a resume to another company where my skills matches, right? So I have all the skills that I need, but there's no opening in the company. I simply submitted, but that time when I submitted my resume, there's no opening to the company. I got an email response, automated response back saying that, please, we don't have any openings now, apply next year or after a month. Now, third scenario or third case, I have the skills. The company has the position open, but when I submitted, the company is not willing to give me that opportunity. The opening is there, I have the right skills, but the company is not willing to give that opportunity to me because internally they pick someone, and then this happens in the company. That for the sake of posting outside, they put it, but then already they know who they're going to select and give that position to. But they do it anyway. So I don't know this. When I have submitted my resume with the right skills, they asked for 5 years of this experience, this skills, this skills, this. I did everything, and opening is there. But then they said, sorry, it's been filled already. What? So the case one, I don't have the skill. The case two, the company doesn't have opening. Case three, I have the skill, company has the opening, but they're not willing to give. They're not willing to give. Now apply the same three cases that we just said with myself and the Lord. Am I going to change? And is he going to change? Do I have the skill? I will never have the skill. Now, is God, because of that, is the Lord going to reject me? He is not going to reject you. Is God doesn't have something that is going to gain tomorrow? He doesn't have an opening. That means he doesn't have anything, a mercy or compassion or something that he has to wait until he gets it. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. So I don't have anything. The Lord has everything. The opening is there, and I don't have the skill. But still, when I apply there, one thing is needed. The Lord has to accept as a compassion. I don't have anything, or even if I have the skill, even the Lord has his mercy. But then there should be one factor called the Lord's mercy has to be there. The Lord's mercy is going to give us. Now the question is, I'm not going to change. He is not going to change. I am not going to become perfect. I'm not going to become perfect because, and he is not going to become perfect because he's always perfect. Then why Lord must postpone giving his mercy upon me to accept me at his lotus feet? When the Lord knows everything that I'm not qualified, I will never be qualified. If anyone is thinking I'm going to be qualified by becoming a perfect devotee, good luck. Good luck. So we are struggling, and we'll continue to struggle. We continue to struggle. It's a big process. It's not this is not to discourage anyone, but the whole point is that we continue our sadhana, we continue our practices, we continue our chanting and services, everything depending on Krishna, not depending on our own strength. If you're depending on our own strength, never going to happen. But we do everything completely depending on Krishna. And this is what made Andal and others, the 499,994, including Andal was standing outside. They got into this box, worry box. They become restless. They cannot take this any further. So it's not because of lack of faith. It is because of the strongest faith that they have in the Lord, that they want to know what's going on, why they have to wait. The Lord knows everything about me, and is delaying for no reason. That I don't understand why he has to delay. He could give me his eternal service. He can accept me. He can give his association. He can take me back immediately, but he's not doing so. Those who are outside were desperate to attain Krishna immediately, which is what making them to behave in this manner, to go door to door, and tell them, come on, let's go, let's do this. There are some devotees, there are two kinds of devotees that we can interact with. One type of devotee, very active, very super active. They'll tell, Prabhu, come here, Mataji, come here, do this one, do that one, this one, let's do this one, let's do that project, this project, let's get into this one, let's start a Bhakti Vriksha all over the St. Louis, all over the Missouri state, all over the United States. Let's go do big Ratha Yatra. Let's have a massive big temple built for this one. They're so very active, continuously active. Whereas the second type of devotees they are not into this active state, but they are themselves. They will come, they will participate, do what is being told to do, and they simply go back. They do not become so super active, but they are devotees also, by the way. It's not to say they are lacking something, or they are not advanced devotee. Nothing to do like that. They are of that type, and these are of this type. So we should not start thinking and judging that, oh, only those people are actively running around doing. No, we don't know the bhakti in those people also. We never know how those people are. Just because they are not active like others does not mean they are inactive in Krishna consciousness. That's not what it means. If really they're ignoring Krishna consciousness, they're not chanting, they are not reading, they are not doing any of this, then there's a problem. But assuming they are not like the active devotees, super active devotees, but they're also active in Krishna consciousness, that's not a problem at all. Whereas these girls who are outside are super active, where the girl who's inside is of a Nirvyaparam. Nirvyaparam means she's not like those people who are outside. Those who are outside, those who are inside that we saw, they took up the path of Nirvyaparam, no action. No action means losing interest to do any activities, which means when it gets night, we are not going to, as we get closer to the night time, we are not going to go and think about playing in a playground. We don't want to go and start cooking something at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the night, right? So we don't do any of, we want to slow down our activities as the day goes, it becomes night. So we don't do anything. So this girl, this is what the two girls that we saw in the previous pasuram and today's pasuram, they were sleeping, meaning they took up the Nirvyaparam. Nirvyaparam is inactivity. They are not going to do anything. Now let's understand the difference between the previous pasuram that we saw and the previous pasuram that we are going to see today. Because in the previous pasuram, the girl was sleeping, and in this pasuram, the girl is also sleeping. So what is the difference of sleep that they have? The previous sleep that the girl had, Mama and Mahale. By the way, the previous girl's name was Mama and Mahale. Right? The first girl's name was Pillai. Second name was Penne. Third was Hudukulam. And the fourth one was Mama and Mahale. And fifth girl, we are going to see her name. It's been revealed as we get into the parcel. So the previous girl had a short sleep. She was also sleeping, but it was a short sleep. Whereas this one, what we are going to see, had a longer duration of sleep. Longer duration of sleep. The longer that Gopi is sleeping, the greater the devotee is. That devotee is. This statement could be a very attractive statement for all of us, because this is exactly what we're looking for, right? Oh, the more you sleep, that means you're more into Krishna consciousness. You are the greater the devotee. The more you sleep, greater the devotee you are. So this devotee is a greater devotee because she had a deep, long duration of sleep. The longer that we go in sleep means, in this context, that the more that we are deeper into Krishna consciousness, Krishna Anubhavam. Krishna Anubhavam means the experience of Krishna. That is what the longer. The previous girl also had Krishna Anubhava, Krishna consciousness, but it was shorter sleep, short, whereas this girl had a longer sleep. Therefore, please understand the sleep in this context. Okay, let's understand in this way now. As the bhakti grows, as our bhakti grows, our faith increases. It's a sequence. It's like a flow chart that we can imagine. It's a sequence how it goes now, right? So as our bhakti grows, our faith parallelly increases. As our faith increases, the more the faith increases, the external activities reduces. As the external activities reduces, we become inactive. When we become inactive externally, we become active internally. Let me repeat it, because this is the essence of this pasuram. The essence of pasuram, our bhakti increases, faith increases. When the faith increases, external activity reduces. When the external activities reduces, we become inactive. When we become inactive externally, we become active internally. This is all Krishna consciousnesses. This is all the message of Tiruppavai, specifically on this particular pasuram. What is the meaning of we becoming internally active? What is the meaning of we becoming externally inactive, right? What it means by becoming internally active means that we are becoming more rooted into Krishna consciousness. The more rooted means we cannot get out of it. We cannot get out of it. We are rooting ourselves in Krishna consciousness. What does it mean? Means we are becoming externally inactive, means we are becoming uprooted from the external activities. We are uprooting from somewhere and rooting somewhere else. We are uprooting from material activities and we are rooting ourselves in spiritual activities. That is what the sleep means. That means we are not depending on external situation at all. The more that we are, the reason that we are actively engaging ourselves in external activities is because we want to save ourselves. We want to depend on the things that we are getting from external things, objects. We want to save ourselves. How to save ourselves? I need to go and do certain things so that things can give me safety, security in my life. All these days, I have actively working outside because I have to save myself. I have to pay my mortgage. I have to pay my bills. I have to take care of my spouse. I have to take care of my children. I have to take care of my parents. All the extended family, immediate family, extended family, and social friends, and all these things. Now that I have complete faith that it is Krishna ultimately takes care and gives security for everyone. He is a real umbrella insurance company, not the other companies that I have who can take care of everyone. At that time, I attain peace. When I attain peace and I become dependent on Krishna, then I tend to become inactive. Nirvyaparam. I try to become inactive. The more the time we spend in Krishna consciousness, the more the time we spend in chanting, the more the time we spend in association of the devotees, the more the time we spend in service at the temple and other places, the more the faith increases. The more the faith increases, the more the reduction of material activities taken place. The more the reduction of the material activities takes place, increases our internal activity. These are the internal activities, become more Krishna consciousness. The less we become active internally and more we become active externally, then our faith is going to reciprocate the same. It's going to be a flickery, shaky faith that we may have. It is very simple concept, very simple concept. So we have to understand this particular thing. If it is very simple to say, it may be difficult to follow. But the thing is, as we are going to go further detail, it is easy how Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita. If we apply how Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita, then what we just saw today becomes easier. If two people want to become close, they spend more time together. Husband, a boy and girl, if they want to know each other, they have to spend more time. If employee and the manager want to, they have to spend more time. Friends have to spend more time. Husband and wife have to spend more time. So only by having connection, spending more time, one can increase that faith, that on trust on each other. The more that we spend time with Krishna, the trust increases. When the trust and relationship increases, our faith increases. And that is seen in every relationship that we have. Without that time, without spending time, our relationship is not going to grow. We don't spend even a 5-minute or a 1-minute phone call to a devotee, and we call the devotee and tell Prabhu, can you come and help me here? Can you do that service? What? You never call me all these days to find whether I'm existing or not existing. And today you're calling me to come and do some services? What type is it? How can you order me like this? Well, you only want me when you only call me, when you only think about me when there is a service need. Otherwise, least you worried about me, right? That's how people usually think. So therefore, it's important before you in a fundraising seminar that once I attended, there is one principle. Before you go and ask donation from someone, make sure you give them 10 times before you ask them one time. That doesn't mean that we go and give that person 10 times donation, and then we ask, give me the donation back. That's not what we give them. Is we give our time to that person. So much so that finally we can ask one time, Prabhu, can you please enroll in our monthly program? We have monthly program. Can you do this one? Or can you please give some donation to us? One time, if you want to ask, 10 times you have to spend your time, give your time to that person. Relationship, if you don't have a relationship, is not going to work. If you don't spend our time in Krishna consciousness, going to temple, being with the devotees, taking up services, then there's no relationship with Krishna. Krishna is looking, this is the only way that we can establish relationship with Krishna. We are not these gopis. This gopi is a very special gopi. Krishna is going to spend time with her personally. But we are not one of these gopis of Vrindavan, where Krishna is going to come and sit and sleep on my bed along with me, or sit and eat with me lunch or dinner. I'm not so. So what is the way that we can connect with Krishna? Through the services, through the devotees, through all this. These are the only means we get connected to Krishna. So external activities becomes inactive, internal activities become active. So someone may ask this very famous question. So what are you saying here? So you're saying that I should stop going to job, I should stop my business, I should not take care of my family because I think I'm surrendered to Krishna, I'd not do anything. Is it what we are trying to say? Please understand, according to Krishna consciousness, according to Krishna, That is not the message. That's not the message. Many times people wrongly understand Bhagavad Gita. They said, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you're going to give up things. You'll become serious in this one. Therefore, you'll not study. You'll not go to school. You're not going to do job. You'll forget about family. You're going to forget about children. That please do not read Bhagavad Gita. Don't give me Bhagavad Gita as a gift. If Bhagavad Gita comes into my house, problem will come. If I see this Arjuna and Krishna Samvada picture on the chariot, on the battlefield, the chariot, if you have the frame over there, that means my house will become Kurukshetra. Husband-wife problem, children problem, this problem. Therefore, please, it's interesting. Someone came and someone gave me this beautiful, nice one, beautiful wooden carved Krishna, Arjuna sitting on the chariot. And, we know this picture, right? So that beautifully carved one, the wooden one, someone gave me this one. And then the person said, I just gave you because it's too much. You can give it to someone, or you can donate to the temple, or, whatever you want to do, just do it this one. Why you want? No, it didn't say why, what, but then I accepted it. It's decorating my house very nicely, thanks to that person. But things people think that when we have this at our house, there is problem. That's good. When we have Hanuman racing the mountain and flying like that, don't keep such pictures at your home, because everything will be gone, fly away from your house. Well, all the anarthas will fly away. That's all. There's nothing wrong in having Hanuman carrying. And some people have this idea, you should never have a Krishna who's holding the flute, because he blows away everything what you have. Yeah, he blows away. Not that he blows away everything that we have. He blows away all the anarthas, our karma, our sins. He blows away. Therefore, there's nothing wrong in having Krishna holding flute, Hanuman carrying the mountain, and then Arjuna, Krishna standing on the chariot. There's nothing wrong in these things. People are afraid that is creating bad luck for them. My point here is that in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is not. In fact, Krishna was discouraging Arjuna of his proposal. Arjuna said, Krishna, I'm leaving this and going. That's what I am going to do. I'm just giving up this one. I'm not going to do this one. And Krishna said, no, my brother, you should not do this one. You should do your duty. You should do your duty. And the whole Bhagavad Gita is to teach us that we have to do our duty. If we have taken up a role as a husband, do that perfectly. If you have taken a role as a wife, do that perfectly. If you have taken up a role as a parent, do perfectly. If you have taken up a role as an employee, do your job perfectly. But this is what Krishna said. But do your role in a proper consciousness. What do you do? When you're taken up a role as a husband, wife, parent, brother, sister, employee, employer, when you're taken up this role, have these three ideas always. What are the three things? You are not the doer. Second, you are not the proprietor. Three, you are not the enjoyer. Then the question is, if I am not the doer, I'm not the proprietor, I'm not the enjoyer, who is then? Who is going to be the doer and the proprietor and enjoyer? Understand, it's me. It is Krishna who's a doer. It is Krishna who's a proprietor. It is Krishna who's the enjoyer. And this is the message of Bhagavad Gita. You continue doing what you're doing. Do not change. But what you're doing should be as per dharma. Don't start doing adharma and tell, I'm not the doer. I go and rob someone else. I'm not the doer. I'm not the enjoyer. And you take the money and come outside. I am not the owner of this money. Krishna is the owner of the, and you start spending that money and buying this. Actually, I am not the enjoyer. It's Krishna as the enjoyer. I'm just an instrument in Krishna's hand. Therefore, I'm not the doer. I'm not the proprietor. I'm not the enjoyer. No, that is not the way we have to understand Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is telling, do your duty as prescribed as prescribed in the Dharma Shastra. As per that thing, you do your duty. When you're doing this one, understand it's me who's making you do. It's me who's the owner of what you have. It's me, ultimately, the enjoyer. When we do in this way, then that activities become spiritual activities. When you minus Krishna and do, I am the doer, I am the proprietor, I am the enjoyer, then it is material activity. When you do the same activity, it's the same activity. Activity is going to be same. Whether it's spiritual or material depends on whether you're adding Krishna or minusing Krishna. If you're adding Krishna, that becomes spiritual. It's become akarma. When you're minusing Krishna, it's become material. It is karma. So we have to pay for it. We have to take care of the reactions for our action. In the 9th pasam, Anantalo, and in the 10th pasam, is going to be Anantalo also, but then it's going to, Anantalo is over there. She was sleeping, or over here it's going to be deeper sleep. Initially, our understanding of God is very limited for all of us. What do we know about God before even we came into Krishna consciousness, or any process for that matter? What do we know about God? We know God is great. God is creator. God is maintainer. God is destroyer. This is basic things. And many people, when you talk about, tell me about God, what do you know about God? They know these things. But then only after we come into the association of the devotees, when in the association of the devotees, we start learning Srimad Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Puranam, all the different wonderful things, then we realize, I mean, even before we realize, when we know that God is great, but we will not know that great God is present everywhere. We will not know that God is present everywhere. When do we know? Until we turn the pages of Bhagavatam, when we see Prahlad Charitra. Oh, Prahlad saw Krishna in the fire. Prahlad saw Krishna in the snakes. Prahlad saw Krishna in the spear. What was the Asuras were trying to kill him, the spear. Krishna, when he was throwing out of the mountain, Krishna saw, Prahlad saw the Lord within his heart. So by reading Bhagavatam, then we come to a point of understanding the Lord is present everywhere. By reading Prahlad Charitra, I will not know that Lord will come running to protect me until I go to the page of Gajendra Moksha. Gajendra was suffering. He couldn't save himself. 1,000 years, he couldn't save himself. But then finally he called out to the Lord Sri Hari. Sri Hari is another avatar, by the way, specifically for Gajendra. He took an avatar called Sri Hari and he came down. So we will not know until we go to Bhagavatam, to the pages where Gajendra Moksha took place. I will not know that Lord will respond immediately to my prayers until we go to the pages of Draupadi. Draupadi was calling out Krishna, Govinda, Madhava, Mukunda, Murari. At that time, he supplied the sari and saved. In response, we will not know. How will know that Krishna is going to respond to my prayer? He's going to run to save, take care of me. Krishna is present everywhere. And we will not know that he's so very approachable. He just mingles with us so equal to us. Unless we go to the pages of Ramayana, when we see Guga's story, Sugriva, Vibhishana, we will not know. He's so approachable. He's so accessible. And we will not know that he is forgiving. He is so compassionate. He is forgiving anyone who falls at his feet. How we will know unless and until we go to Ramayana, where we know Kakasura, when he fell at his, Kakasura did a big mistake, but then the Lord forgave him because he fell at the feet of the Lord. I will not know that he see no differences among devotees. One person may come and give $10. One person may come and give $100,000. One person may simply pluck a flower from somewhere on the way and give it to Krishna. He doesn't see what he gives. He sees bhakti alone. He doesn't differentiate based on the jati, based on the gender, based on any of this thing. He doesn't see. How do we know that? Again, in Ramayana, it is there. He mingled with the tribe Guha. He mingled with the monkey, Sugriva, with the Rakshasa, Vibhishana. So we will not know any of this thing. We will not know any of the thing unless and until we come in the association of the devotees, start reading Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of the devotees. When we come to the stage that Krishna is present everywhere, Krishna comes running to me. When I call him, Krishna responds to my call. Krishna is approachable. Krishna forgives all my sins. Krishna, when I surrender, it takes care of me without any differences. That is the stage that we want to come. When we come to that stage, then we say, Krishna, now you take care of my life. I hand over my life to you. That means I have nothing to do going forward. I'm going to go sleep. Krishna, I'm going to go sleep. I've given my life to you. I'm going to go sleep. Now we must carefully understand what that means, else we can get misunderstand, and this may become problem in family life. Oh, you know what? Today I attended the 10th pastram of Tiruppavai, and whoever was speaking that he was telling I should go and sleep. That means I should not become inactive. I should not pay bills. I should not take care of my children to the activities outside. I should not take care of you. Nothing. We should be understanding very carefully, because I'm repeating this one. Sleep here means engaging more and more and more and more in Krishna service. Well, what is Krishna service? Krishna service only purely doing at the temple? Not necessary. Krishna service can also exist within the family. If we keep Krishna as the center, as a focal point and run the family, then that is also inactive in one sense. In real sense, actually, that also becomes inactive outside, inactive internally. It doubles than what we are doing before. Now, I'm not only doing service at the temple, I'm also doing service at the home. That means you're always engaged in the service, spiritualizing the material activities. That is the technique. That is what Krishna wants all of us to do. Now the question is, well, I have to be Krishna conscious at my home. I have to be Krishna conscious at the temple. That means I have to serve the family. I have to also serve the temple. If I keep on serving like that, won't I get old sooner? Won't my bones gone ripped off? My body become weak? I may die sooner. I'll become weak and tired. How can I? Well, so imagine, I personally have done a night shifts several times. Sometimes there's a problem that happens and we get called. And that one problem goes for days together. We get up in the morning, we call for the issue and we join the call. That call goes without stop, non-stop for one day, night, next day, next night, next day, next night. It goes, one problem happened for 5 days. I didn't have a sleep for 5 days and nights, continuously working. Several times it happens. And at that time, where do I get the energy from? What is the driving force for me to get that energy? Well, if I don't join the call, I'm going to lose my job. I have to do. That's one reason. Second reason, genuinely, maybe you want to solve the problem and help the business to go nice. But less people will think like that after 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. They'll think they'll release me. I want to go out and take some sleep and find someone else to do this one. So I want to. You're afraid even to tell that one. Some people are brave to say this one. But now if I'm going to get engaged in service 24/7, 365 days, Prabhu, sir, what will happen? I'll become so tired. When I become so tired, that means my body will start breaking apart. If I continue doing service like that, then I will, my lifespan will reduce and die soon. Once and is nice to die soon for devotees, because the more we stay here, the more the problem is. Therefore, the sooner we go, the better the life is. Right? That is a high level of thinking anyway. I love thinking, let me get out. That's how the great devotees think. My Lord, enough of enough. Please get out. Take me out of this place. Take me out of this place. So here is, where do we get the energy? Krishna gives energy. When we are engaging in Krishna service, Krishna gives that energy. Energy does not come by just eating food. There are great sages who never eat. Okay, yogis, they never eat, but they have no sugar problem. They have no diabetes. They have no kidney problem. They have no heart attack problem, cholesterol problem, nothing. They are so healthy and they are so happy and they are so very active. So food is not the only means that we can get energy, only energy. So, we have Krishna is the one who's actually giving energy to everyone. So the previous prasaram and this prasaram, there's a slight difference. The slight difference is this one. And the previous prasaram, that girl was following the Swagata Swikaram, whereas this girl that we are going to see is Paragata Swikaram. What it means is that the previous girl, so though she was depending on Krishna, she is thinking of that I got to do something. I have to take some step to do something. Whereas today's girl, she doesn't even consider that I have to even take one step up. I don't even have to take any step at all. I don't need to do anything. I'm completely depending on Krishna. Swagata Swikara means I depending on my effort, and Paragata Swikara means I don't depend on my effort, I'm depending on Krishna's effort. How do we understand? There is a two analogies been given. One is called Markata Kishora Nyaya. Another one is called Marjara Kishora Nyaya. This is very nice. You must be, now we are going to get into the animal things. Many things can be learned through animals, birds, and nature. Like yesterday, Ramacharya Prabhu was posting in one of the groups saying that we can learn from 20, Bhagavatam says we can learn from 24 gurus. And 24 gurus, you just see that there are nature, sun, moon, sky, ocean, fire, and then and then it goes into spider, pigeon, and this animal, that bird, and deer, and the hunter, and the prostitute, and just list goes on for 24. That means everything we can learn. We can learn lesson from everything that we are seeing around. Good lesson we can learn, We can also learn bad lessons. Good lesson we learn and we adapt it. Bad lesson we learn, we leave it, not that we adapt it. So everyone becomes guru in our life. Now, likewise, here are the two analogies for us to understand about the surrender concept. That is Markata Kishora Nyayam, Marjara Kishora Nyayam. Markata means a monkey, Marjara means cat. Kishora means infant. That is Markata Kishora Nyayam means monkey and monkey, baby monkey, infant. Monkey and baby monkey. Marjara Kishora Nyayam means cat and kitten. What are you talking about? I thought we had joined here. It's already 5:50 and you're not even gone to the pasram yet. You're talking about cat, monkey. It's just waste of time. It's where you just get. Why don't you just straightly go into the pasram? For us to understand the pasram, this is all needed. This is all needed. Once we have the strong foundation and the pasram becomes enjoyable. It's enjoyable. You don't need to spend so much time in the pasram going through all those things. It becomes much faster and much easier. But the foundation has to be strong. With the foundation of not understanding the tattva, the philosophy, then whatever we are going to go and learn in the pasram is, what is he talking about? This light and this one and that one, that a building, and you get up. It won't be making any sense to us. So please tolerate and be patient until we make the foundation strong to enter into the pasram. So let's come back. But we are almost close to finish the introduction. Markata Kishoranayam is monkey and infant. Now we all know the monkey, if he wants to jump from one tree to another tree with his baby, what does it do? It does nothing. Monkey doesn't do anything. It makes a decision, and then the baby, when the baby sees the monkey is going to jump from one branch to another branch, the baby monkey immediately clutches to the mother monkey. It clutches, it just gets hold of other mother. And the monkey does not even worry about whether the baby is holding or not holding. It just simply jump one tree to another tree, one branch to another branch. It just keeps jumping up and down and do all sort of circus. But the baby is holding to the mother. And this is Markata Kishora Nyaya. And what is a Marjara Kishora Nyaya? Marjara Kishora, the cat and kitten. Cat has 5 babies, 5 kitten or 10 kittens. It's just delivered. Now, if the cat wants to move all the kitten from one location, one point to another point, what does the cat do? The kitten does not go and hold like the monkey to his cat. And monkey doesn't go there. Okay, now you get off, goes there. And then another kitten catch hold. Now you get off, you come catch hold of me. No. What cat does is with his mouth, with his teeth, it just catch hold of the neck of the kitten. You must be, oh my God, what's going to happen to the kitten? It's going to die if it just bites or something happens. But the kitten is so very comfortable. It's so feeling so comfortable and nice and safe also, right? Now the kitten tries, the cat catch holds of the neck of the kitten and goes and leaves the kitten over there and comes back again, take the second one, third one, fourth one, and fifth one and leaves that. This is all the message of Saranagati. What? That's all? Yeah. This is all it is. The first one, Markata Kishora Nyaya, is the 9th Pasuram girl. Whereas this Pasuram girl, the 10th Pasuram girl is Marjara Kishora Nyaya. So what are we trying to understand here? Now, if the kitten has to show, this kitten is comfortable that because it knows that who's carrying me is my mother. Of course, the baby monkey also knows whom I'm holding to is my mother. But the difference is, in the first scenario, the baby monkey takes up the full responsibility of holding tight to his mother. Little bit, it gets distracted, it will fall off from the top of the tree down to the ground. So every effort is on the baby monkey to make sure it's holding the mother. Whereas the second one, it doesn't do any effort. It doesn't take any steps at all. Nothing it does. Who does the effort of carrying the baby? It's a mother does. The mother carries and takes and leaves it. Now, if I try to save myself, if I try to do everything myself to attain God, it is Markata Kishora Nyaya. I am holding to the Lord's lotus feet. I am holding everything. I am doing, my Lord, let me do something. Let me do something. I am trying to do myself. Whereas, Lord, this is all I can do. But you take care of me. You take care of me. Then Marjara Kishora Nyaya comes in. But here's the point. Even in the Marjara Kishora Nyaya, when the Lord comes to us, we have to see the Lord is our mother cat. And we should identify ourselves as a baby kid. I mean, we should identify ourselves as a kitten. We have to identify as a kitten. But if we think that is cat, but I identify myself as a mouse, then there is a problem. If I think myself to be a mouse, then when the Lord comes close to us, we will not surrender because we are afraid that cat, I am mouse, so he's coming to kill me. He's going to destroy me. When we get the knowledge that I am not a mouse, I'm not a rat, I am a kitten, I belong to the cat, I came from the cat, I have to be with the cat, I have to spend time with the cat, then that cat is going to take care of me. Then we will not have the fear at all. Nirbharo, nirbhayosmi. This is also the terms that we used in the previous pastimal. Nirbhayo. Then the nirbharo means we don't feel the weightage on our shoulder, and we will not have any fear at all. And this is Sharanagati. The Sharanagati is where we make ourselves as kitten and let the cat come and take over us. And the Lord, with love coming to us, we should not run away. We should not run away. We should simply stay there, accept that, Lord, you're going to take care of me. I'll do no action. When the mother is carrying the kitten and going, that time if the kitten is trying to do some activities, like this, head shaking the head or trying to do something, the neck is going to be damaged. It's going to be get hurt, right? So therefore, when the Lord is coming to us, we should not try to get away from the Lord or run away from the Lord, or try to tell Lord that, my dear Lord, carry me this way, not that way. When you're carrying me, make sure that you don't put the sharp teeth on me. Do the other one. That means what? When Krishna is telling, I can take care of you, and we are giving advice to Krishna, yeah, I know that you're going to take care of me, but take care of me in this manner. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. That is again not surrender. That's not surrender at all. So we let Lord to take care of it. It is the Lord who gets into our heart first. And when he gets into the heart first, how he gets into our heart, it's again his mercy. It's completely his mercy. His mercy and his devotee's mercy, somehow the Lord gets into our heart. When he gets into our heart, that's when we catch hold of his lotus feet. There's a beautiful pastime by Tiruppavai. He exactly says the same thing. Amalan Adipiran. It's like how this is called Tiruppavai. There's a 10 pasaram written by Tiruppavai. And Tiruppavai has written only 10 pasaram, and that's called Amalan Adipiran. In that he says, Amalanadipiran, Adiyar Kennai Arpadutha Vimalan, Vinnever Kon, Virayar Puril Venkadavan, Nimalan, Ninmalan, Nidivanavan, Neel Madil Arangattamman, Tirukamala Padam Vande. This is the point. Tirukamala Padam Vande, in Kannin Ulle Okkindrade. He's talking about Sri Ranganatha. The Alvar is saying that Ranganatha is lying down there in Sri Rangam. His lotus feet extended itself. Just see how beautiful, because Tiruppavai was born in a low caste, therefore he is not willing to enter into the temple, but the Lord's lotus feet extended itself and came into his heart through his eyes. Once it came into himself and entered into all, then what happened? Arachi vanda aadayin mel chendradam en sindanaye. Then after that, my thought caught hold of his lotus feet, and his Arachi vanda aadai means his yellow garment, and then I saw his waist, I saw his beautiful abdomen, and I saw his chest, and I saw his beautiful chin, and his lotus mouth, and beautiful nose, and then lotus eyes, and I saw his kiritam. Then I enjoyed the whole Sri Ranganatha. So the point here is the Lord selects us, gives us mercy. And among the 4 types of people who come to the Lord to surrender, as in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Chaturvidha bhajante ma jana sukritino arjuna artha jignyasu artharti jnani cha bharata rishabha. He said, of the 4 types of people who come and surrender to me, jnani, in this terms, jnani means bhaktas, devotees. That's bhaktas. So those who are surrendered to me, devotees, are dear to me than anyone else. Of course, he gives what the others wants, but then he says that devotees are very deep. Priyohi jnanino atyartam. In another place, Krishna says, Priyosi jnaninam atyartam aham sachamama priyaha. He said, I am very dear to those who are devoted to me. And They are my Atma. This is classic one. Krishna says, actually Krishna is Atma for everyone. If Krishna is not Atma, we cannot function. But Krishna is telling, devotees are my Atma. And Jnani tu Atma eva me matam. Jnani tu Atma me matam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in one particular sloka, that devotees are my Atmas. How much Krishna loves his devotees. But Vedas are telling Krishna is the Antaratma for everyone. But Krishna changes the Vedanta and says, devotees are my Atma. That is the level of this girl that we are going to see. The greatness of this girl is that without any effort, prayatana is effort, without any effort, she attained what she wanted. She is not the one we saw previously. She is different. The only way for us to get that without any effort is to surrender to the Lord. There's no other means, there's no other means that we can be delivered from this world. Now, with that said, let's enter into the connection part. So, connection is that in the first pasuram, we saw that Narayana is the only refuge. Since it's Narayana refuge, we have to surrender to him. Then there are rules of do's and don'ts that we have to follow. Just because we are devoted, we are surrendered, doesn't mean we don't have restriction in do's and don'ts. We still have to do certain things for the pleasure of the Lord. Not that because I'm following do's and don'ts, I'll be delivered. Not in that consciousness. And then we have to be showing gratitude. That's a third pasaram, because the people of Vrindavan, they let these girls to go and be with Krishna. Therefore, they want to show the gratitude by praying to the rain god to make sure there's wealth, there's plenty of milk, and etc. They show their gratitude to the devotees who help them in Krishna consciousness. Number 4, because they are devotee, even the devatas comes personally to serve them. Number 5, the Gopi had a concern that how am I going to finish this project? Is it even possible? And then Andal says, no problem. When you go in front of the Lord, and the Lord will do everything for you. And that's the introduction. And then 6th one is where the waking up of the Gopis. The first one was a newcomer. The second one knows everything, what is right, what is not right, what are the importance of deity worship, what are the importance of worshiping of the devotees, but she refused to join the party that we saw on the second Gopi at the 7th pasuram. 8th one is quite advanced compared to the other one because she falls into the Muktatma category, and the 5th one is Nityatma category, and the 5th one that we are going to see today is one who is in the deeper sleep. That means Nirvyaparam, that means fully into Krishna consciousness, to whom she didn't do anything. Krishna himself became under her control. So that is this particular thing. Now, one more point I have to tell is this pasuram as a deeper tattvam, meaning of telling us what is heaven, what is hell. Number 1. Number 2 is it's going to tell us what is the third meaning of Narayana, because 3 times we have used name Narayana. Andal has used 3 times. This is the 3rd time. What is another meaning of Narayana? So these are the things that we are also going to see today. Now, the greatness of this girl we'll see as we go into the pasuram. Now, with that said, let's recite the pasuram. Notu Swargam Puhindra Ammanai, Matramum Tararo Vasal Tiravadhar, Natar Turai Mudi Narayanan, Nammal Potra Paridarum Punniyanal, Pandurunal Kutratin Vai Virunda Kumbhakarnanum, Totrum Unake Peruntuilan Tandano, Atra Anandal Udayai Arunkalame, Tetramai Vandu, Teravelor Yempavai. Notru. So we are going to see the word by word meaning here. Notru means penance. By penance, Notru Chuvarkam. Chuvarkam means Swargam. When you combine it, becomes Chuvargam. Notru Chuvargam is a combination of 2 words. So it's Notru Chuvargam, but we separate it as Swargam. Swarga means Swargaloka, heaven. Notru performance. By performing penances, one attains heaven. Attains heaven. Puhuhindra means entering. Ammanai, O leader, you're ready to enter into the heaven by performing the penances. Ammanai. So this is the name of the 5th girl. Pillai, Te Pillai, and then Kudukalamudaya, Mama and Mahale, and then Amman. Here is an Ammanai. Ammanai means a leader, O leader of our gang. Ammanai. Matramum, even a reply. Tararo, Will you not give? Because they are talking to her and she's not responding. Therefore, Andal is asking, will you not give any response? Vasal means door. Tiravadar means we are right standing at the door. You're not talking anything. Why don't you at least open the door? Notuswargum puhindra ammanai, matramum tararo vasa tiravadar, natra means fragrance. Natra means fragrance, good fragrance. Natra, Durnatram is bad smell. Natram is good smell. Usage of the language is pure language. Natram is a fragrant, good smell. Okay. Natra, fragrant garland. Turai means Tirutturai, or Turai means Tulsi. Tulsi. Now, Tulsi, we can smell the Tulsi fragrance. Mudi means head on the crown, on the head. Narayanan, Lord Narayana. So we can smell the Tulsi that was tied to Narayana's head. Not to Swargam Puhindra Ammanai, Matramam Tararo, Vasal Tiravadar, Natra Turai Mudi Narayanan, Nammal, by us. Whom? By us. Nam Mal. We split this word. Nam means our. Mal is Perumal, Tirumal, us Narayana. Nammal means our Lord Narayana. It's another interpretation of Nammal. Actually, Nammal means by us. But the commentators have so beautifully split this word and say Nam means ours, Mal means Perumal, Tirumal, who is Narayana, our Mal. Mal means, again, we know West County Mall and this county mall and that mall. Actually, Mal means madness. Mal means mad. Quite interesting. Krishna's name, Narayana's name, Srinivasa's name, another name is Mal, which means mad. Mad of what? Tirumal. Tiru means Sri. Sri means Mahalakshmi. Is mad. Not, I mean, I got mad at my wife. That's a different mad. But this mad means he becomes so crazy in love with Mahalakshmi. He's crazy. He lost his disposition. He lost his position, and he's so crazy of Mahalakshmi. Without her, he cannot survive. Therefore, he's mad of her. Tirumal. Perumal. Perumal is a different meaning. It's great mal. Again, great crazy person of Mahalakshmi. We can say like that. Anyway, Nammal. Porter. Porter means to be praised. Nammal. Porter. Parai. Parai means parai is actually literal meaning is a drum to play some instrument. It's an instrument to play some music, right? Over here, parai means blessings, and parai means the actual meaning of parai we'll go to see later at the end of Tiruppavai. But here, Parai means a blessing. Tarum. Tarum means give. Punniyanal, benevolent one, a benevolence. Punniyanal, yeah. Potru Parai Tarum Punniyanal. Pandoru, Pandu. Pandu means long ago. Oru, one. Nal, long ago, one day. Potru Parai Tarum Punniyanal. Pandoru Nal, long ago, one day. Kutratin. Kutratin means at the mouth of Yama. That means someone is dead or died, right? Kutratin means at the mouth of Yama. Vai means mouth. Kutratin means Yama. In the mouth of Yama, virundu means fell into. What does it mean? If someone is falling into Yama's mouth, means that person is dead. In a beautiful poetic way of telling that, saying that what happened to him is fell into the mouth of Yama. That means what? He died, right? And like how Kaikeyi told to Bharata that when Bharata asked, where is our father? Where is my father? Well, he's gone to the same place where everyone goes at the end. Another way of telling is died, right? Like that here, Kutratin Vai Virundu, someone has fallen into the mouth of Yama. Who is that person? Kumbhakarnan. Kumbhakarnan fell into the mouth of Yama. Thotrum. Thotrum means appeared. Totram, Unake. Totrum also has another means lost. He lost. It's another one is lost. Or it's a totram means appearance. Two different way of saying this one. Unake, just to you. Totram Unake Perun Tuyil. Tuyil means to sleep. Perun Tuyil means long sleep. Undisturbed long sleep. Some people sleep for hours together. So Perun Tuyil Tand means indeed Tandhano has given you. So beautifully is saying, instead of telling that you sleep long hours, what Andal is telling is, looks like that person who fell into the mouth of Yama, Kumbhakarna, has gifted you with sleep. Gifted you with sleep. If at all we want to tell a devotee, it's already 4 o'clock in the morning, you have to get up and get ready, take shower and attend Mangalarati or come to Tiruppavai class. Instead of telling, if you're telling negatively, what we can tell is that Kootathin Vazhvilunda Kumbhakarnanam Thotrum Unakke Thoirunduildan Thandano. If you sing these 2 lines, that means you're sleeping more than what is needed. Please get up. Don't sleep like Kumbhakarna. How nicely Andal is telling this one, right? Even if you want to tell someone, go to hell, tell in such a way that they are going to appreciate, wow, thank you so much, Mataji, thank you so much, Prabhu. Right? That's how we have to tell. So if you tell too straightforward, people are not going to like it. People are not going to like it. Therefore, we have to have an art of how to communicate even an advice, even a negative thing, how to communicate this. So very important. Otherwise, one single word you tell wrong, the relationship gets spoiled. The big problem comes. Right? We always have this problem, how to communicate with others. So we have to be very careful. Learn from this this particular problem, how Andal was communicating to the girl who's staying inside, telling that you are a lazy lady sleeping even after 5 o'clock. Get up, you lazy bum. Why don't you get up and attend the classes and do this one? You're கூற்றத்தின் வாய் விழுந்த கும்பகர்ணனம் தோற்று முனைக்கே பெருந்துயில் தந்தானோ. Prabhu, please get up. Don't sleep like Kumbhakarna. She's come and attend. Oh, yes, Prabhu. From now, I will start attending the program. I'll come to the class regularly. Mangalarti, Tiruppavai. Atra, let's come back here. Atra means utterly. Atra, Anandal. Anandal, overcome by sleep. Anantal. Atra Anandal means a long sleep, very long. Anantalo was a previous past. We only had Anantalo. Here, Atra Anantalo means it's a very long, prolonged sleep. Atra Anandal Udayai, you got the sleep. Arun Kalame, a rare one, a rare jewel. Arun Kalame, rare one. Tetramai, without losing balance. Tetramai means don't lose balance, because they're telling her to get up and come out and open the door and come to them. When you're getting up and coming up, don't lose your balance. Tetramai means don't lose your balance. Get up slowly, get up and walk slowly, make yourself perfectly all right, and then come closer. Vande, come, Tiravai. Tira means open the door, my dear friend. So let's see the meaning of this one. With fasting, with fasting and prayers, you would gain heaven. But will you open neither the door? But you will neither open your door or the mouth. You're not opening the mouth. You're not opening the door. Either one you have to open. You're not doing either of this one. As Kumbhakarna, killed long back by Lord Rama, is everlasting sleep got transferred to you? She's asking the question. Though looks like that's what has happened. Though he was vanquished, but in his sleep, he is still alive. Why? He has gifted the sleep to you, O lazy one, our precious jewel. Shake off your dull state and open the door. Open the door. So, note to Chivarkum Puhinda Ammanai, Matrum Tararo Vasal Tiravada, Natathurai Mudi Narayana, Namal Potra Paridaram Punnianal, Pandorunal, Kutratin Val Virunda Kumbhakarnanum, Thotrum Unake Perunduilan Tandano, Atra Anandal Udayai, Arun Kalame, Tetramai Vanda Tirevelo, Empavai. Note to Chivarkum. So now let's see the line by line of meaning of what this is. Note means the penance, the fasting that this girl was doing inside. Looks like you have done a lot of fasting to attain heaven. Looks like you've done a lot of fasting to attain the heaven. In other words, what the Andal is telling is you've done nothing. You're just simply sleeping. This is called Viparita Lakshanam. Viparita Lakshanam means you're conveying a message, but the message you're trying to convey to that person that you're trying to tell is in the opposite way. For example, you tell, Prabhu, looks like you never ate anything today. That means what? You ate everything off. There's nothing left for me. This is how sometimes we communicate to others. Looks like you've been coming to the program regularly. That means what? You never come to the program at all. So this is a Viparita Lakshanam. The way that we convey this message is called Viparita Lakshanam. So Andal, who's standing outside, she's telling that looks like you've done everything that you need to do for Pavai Nobu, for the penance that we are supposed to. Looks like you've done everything to attain Swarga. That's one way of telling, right? So the second thing is a taunting way. It's a taunting way of telling. Nice that you have done everything, that you can attain heaven, but you will not get Krishna. Indirectly, she's telling that you're not done anything, therefore you're not going to get Krishna. You have attained Krishna. The second explanation is given for this Notru Chuvarkam case, that you have attained Krishna without performing any noble, any austerity. It's amazing. It's amazing. You must be great devotee. It's another way of telling. This is Paragata Swikaram. You're not done anything, but you attain Krishna. How can one attain Krishna without doing any penance, without following any rules and regulation, anything? When she saw Krishna, this is what has happened. The history behind is that Krishna, the previous day, this girl, the fifth Gopi, Ammanai, this girl and Krishna were going outside somewhere. And this girl told to Krishna to pick up a flower from a pond. And Krishna went all the way swimming into that pond to get that flower. When Krishna went close to pick the flower, and his girl told, not that one, go to the other one, get the other flower. And Krishna from here he swam and went to that flower to pick the other flower. And when he went there, no, go to the other flower. I want that pink color flower. And when he went there, oh, I changed my mind, come back to the first flower. I want that flower. When Krishna was swimming like that, what happened is that Krishna got cold. Krishna got cold. And as I told you, this girl house and Krishna's house next to each other. And there's only one wall connecting between these two. And Krishna's bedroom, and this girl's bedroom were also on the same level, on the same position, same level. And that's what is dividing them. It's a wall. So what Krishna has done without anyone's knowledge is he made a hole, a door between his room and her room. He made a door, special door. And he goes to that room and spends time with us. But what happened on that day, next day, is Krishna went to her, but he was coughing and sneezing and doing all those things. He was not feeling well. And that Gopi asked, what happened to you? Well, nothing, I'm fine, I'm doing okay. And remember yesterday I was trying to get the flavor that you wanted. Looks like I was too much into the water and I got cold and sneezing and my head is aching. And, and when this girl heard this one, she lost her composure. She said, oh, me, I caused this problem to you. She shivered and with the tears, she fell at the feet of Krishna. Krishna, I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have done this to you. I am falling at your feet. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for what I've done. I surrender unto you. I surrender to you. When this is all she did, nothing she did other than this one. The sadhana means the practice of attaining God. All she did in her practice was falling at the feet of Krishna. That's all the steps that she took. And that made her eligible where Krishna spends time with her all the time. That's the second explanation. The third explanation is outside her thinking that least bothered about following everything, the rules and every regulation that you have to do because you're sleeping happily. Why the girl inside is not much interested in this, in this thing, because she understood that Krishna is the Rakshaka. Rakshaka means he is the savior. He will save me. And I am Sheshi. Sheshi means that I am the servant of Krishna, as we saw in the previous pasam. Sheshatvam. She understood that Krishna is Rakshaka, and she understood the concept of Sheshatvam. Therefore, I really don't need to. I'm a slave. I really don't need to do anything. The kitten doesn't do anything. Mother cat carries away. When the kitten identifies itself as mother is cat, it doesn't do anything. When the kitten knows that itself that it's a kitten, not mouse or a rat, then still it doesn't have to do anything. For this reason, this girl was not doing anything. Now comes the question. What Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in Bhagavad Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sarnam praja aham tva sarva papebhyo moksha isyami masuchaga. Now the question comes, this sloka, Krishna is telling that to Arjuna, give up everything that you give up and simply surrender to me. Sarva dharman. Krishna is telling, give up all the dharma. Don't give donation. Go to temple. Don't do any punya karya. Don't dig the well. Don't give charity. Don't do any of the. Don't do the chant. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. All these are dharma anyway, right? So don't do any of the dharma. Simply give up anything and everything and surrender to me. And this is the favorite sloka when we hear like this. That means now this is what I was looking for Finally, Krishna says, I have to do no chanting, no services, no charity, no nothing, 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 nothing. Simply say, I am surrendered to Krishna and do nothing. That is all I have to do, right? But the question is, in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha duskritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. Krishna said the three reasons why he came into this world. One of the reasons, dharmam samsthapanam, to re-establish the dharma. In the 4th chapter, Krishna says, I have descended into this world to re-establish the dharma. In the 18th chapter, Krishna says, sarva dharma, give up all the dharma. How is that possible? You're contradicting to yourself? No, Krishna is not contradicting. Let's understand what Krishna is trying to tell here. Krishna is trying to say that everyone have to follow the dharma, but give up the mentality that this dharma is what is going to get me to Krishna's lotus feet. This dharma is what is going to get me moksha. That mentality is what to be given up. That, please understand, is an important philosophical point here. Otherwise, we'll wrongly understand what Krishna is trying to say. Dharma sarva dharma and parityaja. What Krishna is trying to, you perform dharma, but give up the idea that this, what I am doing, is what going to get me to Krishna, is what going to get me Krishna, and I'm going to attain moksha. That is a wrong mentality, and that has to be given up. So inside it is telling one who understands, the girl who's staying inside, she's telling one who understands Krishna, he doesn't need to do anything. Don't you understand this one? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said this one, that you don't need to do anything. But then in the 15th point, 19th sloka, Yamvam, what is it? Krishna says, Janati Purushottamam. Oh yeah, Janati Purushottamam. Yomam evam asamudo, yomam evam asamudo, janati purushottamam. Where Krishna says that with those who knows me, that's all they have to do. They don't need to do anything else. Those who knows me doesn't have to do anything else. But the outside girl says, well, very good. But what is the second part of the sloka that you just said? Yomam evam asamudo, janati purushottamam. You stopped right there. Andal is telling to the girl inside, you stop right there saying that once you know Krishna, you don't need to do anything. Let me complete the sloka. Krishna says that sa sarva vit bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Those who knows that surrendering me, that means they have to do nothing to they save themselves, but they have to do bhajan. Bhajan means devotional service. They have to still continue to do devotional service. Notur Swargam Puhagindra Amanai, Notur Swargam Puhagindra Amanai. Now, Swargam is a very important thing that we need to know what Swargam means. Swargam means heaven. Heaven means here, the concept of heaven means not the Swargaloka. Here, heaven means Krishna Anubhavam. Heaven means Krishna Anubhavam. How do we know that Krishna Anubhavam? In Ramayana, when Hanuman went to Sita, I mean, not, it's not in Ram in that part in that canto. When Rama is asking Sita, saying Sita that I'm going to go into the forest, and my dear Sita, you stay here, take care of my father, mothers, and be here. I'll be back in 14 years. And Sita said, well, I just have one question before you leave. What is the question? And Sita said, please explain to me what is hell and heaven. And you went to Vasishta School of Institute of Technology. Therefore, you tell me that what is hell and heaven. And Rama said, if I tell this answer, will you let me go? And Sita says, yes, of course, I'll let you go. And then Rama says, it is very easy. Those who perform sinful activities, the place that they go is hell, where they'll be punished. Those who perform good activities, the place that they go is called heaven. They'll be honored over there. That is hell and heaven. I'm going to go now, Sita. Bye-bye. Sita said, hold on. It's wrong. What you said is wrong. You should have, when I asked the question to tell me what is hell and heaven, you should have asked me back the question to whom you're asking about. Because the hell concept of hell, by the way, hell really exists, heaven really exists. But what we are trying to understand on the philosophical part over here in this world is the hell and heaven depends on the person. Depend on the person. For the rickshawala, for him, if he gets a customer, that is hell, that is heaven for him. For the autowala, he doesn't get rickshawala, he doesn't get a customer. That is, if he gets a customer, then it's a heaven for him. Right? So therefore, it depends on what is, as a person, what makes a person to feel hell and heaven. So for me, Rama, being with you is heaven. Being without you, even Ayodhya is hell for me. Therefore, I'm going to come with you, accept me, don't leave me in the hellish condition over here. Therefore, here also, note Swarga means for those who are in Krishna consciousness, that is Swargam. Those who are not in Krishna consciousness, for them, this place becomes Narakam. Narakam. Even in another pasram where Tondaradi Podiarva, he says that Ichuvai Perinum Vendin, Indralogam Alum, Achuvai Perinum Vendin. Ichuvai Tavira Yan Poi Indralogam Alum, Achuvai Perinum Vendin. Even if you give me Indrapatna, I don't want that. I'm happy to live in Sri Rangam. Sri Rangam is the place I want to live. I'm happy to live here. Now, let's move on real fast here. Puhuhindra Ammanai. Puhuhindra Ammanai. Puhuhindra Ammanai means you have to be Puhuhindra Ammanai, where, my dear girl, please understand that you are ready to go to heaven without doing anything. But understand, you got to be careful on what you're doing, proper procedures, yes, do's and don'ts. If you don't do that one, then you'll get into the problem. Diti wanted to have children to defeat the demons. Diti wanted to have children to kill the devatas. But then what happened? Because she did some small mistake in the process, in the nomba that she followed, the penance, therefore the program changed altogether. We can read this stories from the Bhagavatam. Ammanai means leader. So you being in the leader of our society, you're still sleeping. You should be in the front, not come at the last. When your leader means you have to be punctual, you have to follow everything before you can lead anyone. You can tell advice and give advice to anyone. Therefore, even after calling leader, Ammanai, that's her name, inside was not responding. She was very quiet. Outside is telling that, well, my dear girl, you have given your body to Krishna. You're given your body to Krishna. Why don't you give your mouth to us by responding to our questions? And then the girl from inside, what is going on? Why are you keep on speaking something? Well, then the outside girl is telling, your Krishna has given an instruction. Do you know that, my dear girl? Ammani, do you know that one? And the girl from inside is asking, what is the instruction? Machitta madgata prana bodhayantas parasparam katayanta chamam nityam tushyanti charamanti. Krishna has told, your Krishna has told that you have to get together as a devotee, spend time together, talk about Krishna, chant about Krishna. You have to do all those things, but you're simply sleeping inside. You have to come out and spend time with us. I know you're deep in Krishna consciousness, but devotees association is very important. Matramum tarar vasal tiravadar. You are not opening your mouth. At least why don't you open the door? That's the meaning of this line. You're not opening your mouth. At least why don't you open the door for us? And the girl from inside is telling, you people always blame. You are a blamer. You criticize her. Just go away. There is no Krishna here. There is no one is inside here. You please go. Because they already guessed, the girls who were standing outside, they already guessed that Krishna is inside and this girl is hiding and not telling the truth that Krishna is inside. Because why? The house is close each other, right? And Krishna has a door inside to go in and out happily with this, spend time with this girl. Therefore, these girls outside, Andal, led by Andal, they all know Krishna is inside. How do they know? This girl is telling, no, Krishna is not here. You please go away. Don't stay here any further. You please go away. You always criticize me and bother me so much. And then say, no. I think Krishna, I'm sure that Krishna is inside. No, Krishna is not seated. And the girl from inside is asking that, how do you know? How do you know that Krishna said, Natra Turai Mudi Narayanan? Natra Turai Mudi Narayanan means we can smell something. We can smell something. It tells us that Krishna is inside. Turai means Tulsi. Turai means Tulsi. Natra Turai means the fragrance of Tulsi, which is tied to Krishna's head as hair. By the way, the Tulsi could not be touched. Tulsi is so very important that there are certain procedure how to pluck Tulsi. Only men should pluck the Tulsi on certain days. One should not pluck Tulsi Sunday, Friday, Tuesday, Dwadeshi, Amavasya, Paurnami, and starting of the month, New Year. And none of those days one should pluck the Tulsi. And one should not pluck the Tulsi on the noon time or the evening time. So there are a lot of, and then one has to chant the right mantra to pluck the Tulsi. And that without the Tulsi, Krishna is not going to accept anything. The Tulsi is so very important. So anyway, so yeah, Tulsi should not be offered to any other devatas except Krishna. Tulsi is meant for Krishna. So that means we can smell Tulsi fragrance. We are sure that Krishna is right there. And the girl from inside is telling, please enjoy this whole conversation. It's really beautiful. And don't look at the clock. Forget about the clock. We are in the spiritual world, because in the spiritual world, Kala exists, the time exists, but it doesn't have impact. Let's go into that mode of the time does not exist. Don't even look into the watch. Don't even turn your cell phone. Don't go to any of those things. Just focus here. It's so beautiful. Now this girl is Andal is telling that we can smell the Tulsi is right. We can smell the Tulsi so very strong. Especially, it's a temple that how do we know we are in the Krishna temple? We are in Vishnu temple. We can smell Tulsi. Of course, we can smell all the nice laddus and prasadam and everything. But the important prominent smell that should come from the temple is Tulsi temple. Sorry, Tulsi. So Tulsi. So this girl is telling them we can smell the Tulsi. And the girl from inside is telling, well, yes, even I know that we can smell Tulsi. But Krishna came 4 days back. He was here 4 days back. He was spending time with me. Because he was here 4 days back, that smell is still continues. And there are many, many stories that related to this particular thing, but we have no time to go into those details when we'll be spending your time till afternoon. So yeah, so that Krishna came 4 days back, that is what you are all smelling. That is what you are all smelling. In fact, I have locked the door. I have knocked the door with the lock, and no one can enter into my house, and definitely Krishna cannot enter into my house. And the girl from outside, she's saying, Narayanan, Natra Thurai Mudi Narayanan. Then he's telling what it means is that, well, whom are you fooling, my dear girl? Krishna is the Antaratma. Antaratma is the super soul. Antaratma means super soul. Krishna is the super soul of the lock. Please hear this. This is a big philosophy in this one. She's telling Krishna, the girl out inside is telling Krishna came 4 days back, is not here. And now the girl is telling, the Andal is telling from outside, you're fooling me. Krishna is the super soul within the lock. Krishna is the super soul of the key that you used to lock. Krishna is the super soul of the door that you have. Krishna is present inside your house. Krishna is also present outside your house door. Krishna is present everywhere. Why are you simply saying that Krishna, you lock the door and it's tightly locked? Krishna is not inside your house. Why are you telling all these things? And the girl from inside is asking that, is it true that Krishna is everywhere? Narayana. This is where it said Narayana. Sarvavyapi. Narayana is another meaning of Narayana is Sarvavyapi. Is present everywhere. Okay, inside girl is telling, okay, you're calling me. Why are you calling me like this? Let's do something here. The outside girl is saying, let's do some Natra Turai Mudi Narayanan. Nammal Potra Parai Tarum Punyanan. Now the outside girl is saying, so that we all can get together and do service to Krishna. To who? Punyan. Punyan means one who is pure, benevolent. Krishna, Punya means dharmam. The meaning of Punyan means dharmam. Krishnam, dharmam, sanatanam. Dharma is not different from Krishna. Krishna and dharmam are one and the same. Therefore, he is Punyan. Punyan. This punyam of getting Krishna cannot be achieved by all the material things. By having money, by having name, by having fame, by having prestige, by any of these things, we cannot attain Krishna. We can attain Krishna only through his mercy. So I say, for example, by his mercy. Say, for example, we saw, I'm walking on the street and I see a jewelry shop and I see a beautiful necklace, beautiful gold necklace. And I have a desire to wanting to buy that necklace. I have a desire. Now, just because I have a desire, will the gold necklace make me earn the money that I need to buy that? Please hear this one. I want to buy a necklace. And will that necklace, golden necklace, make me to earn the money to buy the necklace? Answer is no. Will that golden necklace create an interest for me to make money? No. It's not going to make me to earn money. It's not going to give the interest and ideas how to make money. Only thing is that it's going to give me a joy after I get the necklace. I buy the gold thing, then after that, it gives me a joy. But of course, the joy can also change. That's different. But because when I see I bought a necklace for $2,000, I'm so very happy. Finally, I got this necklace. When I see my friend is having $5,000 necklace with studded diamonds on it, and the happiness that this necklace gave me will go away immediately. Right? So it's not whether the external object giving me happiness, it is internally from within us, how we perceive things of the objects of this world. Also just say we are sitting to eat a palatable nice food, night prasadam. We are going to enjoy that prasadam food, and that the food is going to give me the happiness. That's what I'm thinking. But then I get a call telling, hey, you have to come to office now. You have something important to do this one. Immediately, that same food does not give any more happiness. It's just the way that how we perceive the things of this world. Now, this example why I gave is that golden necklace is not going to give me happiness. It's not going to give me the money. It's not going to create the interest. It's not going to give the means how to attain the necklace. But if we replace Krishna with the necklace, what happens is that it is Krishna who will be the cause for us to develop the desire. Krishna becomes the desire to develop, the cause to attain him. Number one, Krishna triggers our ruchi, the interest towards him, through the association of the devotees, through the temple, through the bhajan, through the prasadam. Krishna puts us in a situation to attain him. He is only creating the interest in us. He becomes a sadhana. He himself becomes a sadhana to attain him. After attaining him, he becomes prapyam. He is the goal, and he becomes a means to attain him. This is Sharanagati. Pandorunal. So Nammal Potra Paritharum Punniyanal. Nammal Potra Param Punniyanal. Pandorunal. After speaking so much, still the girl from inside was not responding or not telling anything. Then she says, Andal says, Pandorunal Putrathin Vai Virunda Kumbhakarnanum. Kumbhakarnan. The meaning of Kumbhakarna is Kumbha means pot. Karna means ears. The person who has a ear like the size of a pot, whose name is Kumbhakarna. Right? Kumbhakarna. What happens is Kumbhakarna fell in the mouth of Yama. That means he is dead. He passed. Ramachandra descended into this world so that people can get attracted to him and attain him. He is an ocean of auspicious qualities. He is so beautiful to look. Right? He is an ocean. Beauty is a beauty. Like consider that Rama as a beautiful ocean. Many people dove into this beautiful ocean and attain the spiritual life. But one fool who came to this ocean called Rama, he took a rope, tied a rock, tied to his neck. This fool came into this beautiful ocean, tied himself into the rock and jumped into the ocean. Who's that fool? Kumbhakarna. Of course, Ravana also. Kumbhakarna. In this context, is Kumbhakarna. He fell into that one. That means he destroyed himself. So, Pandorinal Kutarthin Vai Virunda Kumbhakarnanum. That Kumbhakarna, he died in that time. Thotrum Uneke Peruntuyildan Tandano. When defeated, what happens is that when two parties are having fight, right? Who's been defeated, that person has to give what he has to the winner. That's how the tradition. They have to give up what they have to the winner. So when the dice game was happening between the Pandavas surrendered all their possession to the Kauravas. They gave everything because they were the loser. Likewise, in Ramayana, we see that Parasurama was defeated by Ramachandra. Therefore, Parasurama gave the bow, Dhanush, to Ramachandra. Likewise, when Kumbhakarna was defeated, when he died, he gave his wealth. What was his wealth? His wealth was sleep. So looks like you defeated, in other words, telling to this girl, looks like you defeated even Kumbhakarna in sleep. So he has given the sleep to you. He has given the sleep to you. So you are the great girl who was won Kumbhakarna itself in the competition. You're sleeping so deep. Right? That is what it means. Pandoranal Kutratin Vai Virunda Kumbhakarnanum Thotru Munake Perunduildan Tandano Atra Anandal Udayai Arunkalame. Now the girl from inside is telling that, you know that I'm sleeping like Kumbhakarna, then why are you bothering me? You know that I'm sleeping like Kumbhakarna. Sometimes people tell this one when you wake up, you know that I'm sleeping, why are you disturbing me? Let me sleep, just go away from here. I'm sleeping like Kumbhakarna, let me sleep. No problem. Don't bother me. You do whatever you want. At the time, Andal is like, Atra Anandal Udayai, Atra Anandal Udayai, Arun Kalame, a beautiful one, a jewel-like one. You are the head of all of us. Arun Kalame, you are a decoration of all the jewels. Abharanam is ornaments. You are an ornament. Arun Kalame, you are an ornament, topmost ornament. That Krishna loves you so much. Krishna is waiting for you to see you. Krishna is there. Krishna is going to respond to you, respond to us when you are there, because you're so very dear to Krishna. That tells us how much he loves us. Krishna loves all of us. So that we have to take an effort, we have to do something to go and see Krishna, take darshan, it's not secret, to take darshan of Krishna. So we need to come, you need to come out, so you have to join with us so that our plan of Pavai Noble becomes successful. Whatever we are going to do for another 20 days, now 20 days, we have come successfully by the mercy of Andal and all of you. We have completed 10 pasarams. Let's pray that we continue for another 20 pasarams successfully without any obstacles. Now, anyway, likewise, this Andal is also telling, let's not remove the obstacle. The obstacle will be removed if you come front of us, you lead us. Arun Kalame, you lead us. Tetramai vandu Thiravelur empavai. Tetramai. So inside, when that has been told, the girl from inside got up and was ready to come outside. At that time, Andal said, Tetramai vandu. Wait. Don't just rush right from the bed. Don't come right from the bed, because you have been sleeping with Krishna on the bed. Now, please understand, this is not on the material. When we are talking about Krishna's pastime, the relationship, the dance, Krishna's Gopi is telling, I want to taste your, the flute, the Venu is tasting your, the lotus lips, and how fortunate the flute is, and we are not able to taste your lotus feet, lotus lips. We should not think on the material standard of, the girl and boy, or the hero and heroine, and all those things. In that, nothing related to the shariram here. It's nothing really related to the body-to-body relationship that we are familiar with. It is completed to Atma. Let's remove that, all the other ideas about when we are hearing all these things. So coming back here, this is you throughout the night, you have given your body to Krishna. You've given your body to Krishna. While you're sleeping there, your garland was on Krishna's body, and Krishna's garland was on your body, and your arm was covering, embracing Krishna, and Krishna's hand was embracing you. Your chest and Krishna's chest was so tight, and your dress his dress was all everywhere. Your ornament was there, and his ornament was spread out everywhere. Therefore, Tetramai Vande, dress up properly before you open the door. Before you come and open the door, dress up, go in front of the mirror, make sure you comb your hair, put your bindi properly in a proper position, and check your sari, and check your ornaments are not fell off everywhere, and come in front of us in a proper way. Don't come right from the bed. Don't do that one. Tetramai Vande, because one may ask, the girl from inside was asking, what? She got angry. She said, what? How can you tell like this? How can you talk like this? Is anyone have ever done like this? Don't you think that I don't have an etiquette how to come and open the door? Well, then Andal says, well, we have seen in the history that one lady who came right from the bed, she was spending a time with her husband, but then she came right off the bed to receive someone. Don't you know that? And an inside girl asked, what are you talking about? Who's that girl and who's that lady who he was sleeping with, and whom she was trying to receive? Well, in Ramayana, Sugriva told Rama, this is Chaturmasya time, this is 4 months. Let's wait for 4 months. After 4 months, I'll send all the army to find where Sita is. 4 months over. Sugriva was in Kishkinta, and Rama was in another place, not entering the city. But Sugriva forgot totally when he got this new family, new kingdom. He was enjoying life for 4 months. Not one single day he come and told Krishna, or not even one day he sent a message to Krishna. I'm sorry, Rama, is everything fine? Are you okay? Okay, fine. He didn't even send one message to Ramachandra. And Ramachandra said, Sugriva is thinking I'm useless, worthless. When Lakshmana heard this one, he became very angry, and then he rushed to Kishkinda, and the message went to Sugriva. Sugriva and Tara, his wife, were on the bed. And Tara was completely intoxicated, and her dress and sari and everything was disordered. Everything was not nice to see. And then when the message came that Lakshmana has come to the door, Tara got out of the bed, walked straight in front of Lakshmana. When Lakshmana understood a woman is coming, and in this manner, he put his head down, not lifting his head. So like that, you don't come. My dear lady, do not come. My dear girl, do not come like Tara. Tetramai vandu Tiravelo, therefore dress up nicely and come open this door for us. Now, let's see the deeper meaning of what it is. Oh Prabhu, oh Master, oh Maharaj, however you want to name this one, who indeed to attain the goal, though you are not gracious enough to give us audience and to redeem us from our ahankara, that means there are great souls who do bhajana to themselves. They just restrict themselves from the outside world, but they are so devoted. They are so devoted that they do not come outside. So the request that we are asking to that great devotee is that you are so great, you are attained the goal of life, you have Krishna with you, but be gracious and come and give your audience to us. Give your audience to us so that we can remove our ahankara. Can't you please impart one word at least? Open your mouth, because that's what Andal is asking, right? Open your mouth and speak something. You enjoying Krishna yourself, but why don't you give Krishna to others? Why don't you bless us also? If we prostrate at the feet of Narayana, he will surely satisfy our desire and grant us the goal of our existence. So they're telling, if we pray to Narayana, therefore we'll get the goal. Oh Prabhu, the radiance of yourself has dispelled the darkness of Tamoguna, the cause of nuisance, and you are deeply absorbed in self-realization. You're enjoying yourself, yet we consider you still be caught in Maya. It's just they have a friendly relationship. Therefore, we should not think that the Maharaj and sannyasis and gurus are all in Maya. That's not how we have to take this one. So because you should try to enlighten us, you're avoiding us, and that's not good. So you please have to enlighten us by instructing us the tattvas, what is right, what is wrong, how to practice Krishna consciousness, how to develop bhakti, how to chant. You have to please engage us in devotional service. You are the most advanced and perfected devotee among us. Please join us and bless us so that our vow may become successful. That is the meaning of this one. நோற்றுச் சுவர்க்கும் போகுகின்ற அம்மனாய் மாற்றமும் தாராரோ வாசல் திறவாதார் நாற்று துழாய்முடி நாராயணன் நம்மால் போற்ற பறைதரும் புண்ணிய நாள் பண்டொரு நாள் கூட்டத்தின் வாய் விழுந்த கும்பகர்ணனும் தோற்று முனைக்கே பெருந்துயில்தான் தண்டானோ ஆற்ற அனந்தல் உடையாய் அருங்கலமே தேற்றமாய் வந்து திரவேலோர் எம்பாவாய். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஸ்ரீ திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you all very much.